So we have another incident of violence in Atlanta with a police officer killing the suspect and possibly facing criminal charges. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this officer that killed this young man last night, Friday night, Rayshard Brooks, he's going to face criminal charges. You can't shoot somebody in the back when they're running away from you. There are other officers who are serving prison time for the same type of stuff. Now, yeah, he had a physical confrontation with the officers. Yeah, he stole their damn stun gun. Yeah, he even attempted to possibly disengage the stun gun running away from the officers. Guess what? A stun gun is not a deadly weapon. So you cannot use deadly force. He made a bad judgment call. The officer who did this, and he's going to face criminal charges and probably go to prison behind this. This is very similar to another incident that happened in North or South Carolina, where a suspect was also being arrested on a DUI charge or some type of charge that I think of driving. He had some traffic violations or citations or something ridiculous, and the officer got into a confrontation. The man ran, and then he shot the man in the back. Well, that officer is serving prison time for that incident. Come on, y'all. Shooting someone in the back that's running away from you, where's the danger? Oh, so he shot the stun gun over his shoulder at you, and you felt that you need to use lethal force. Now, regards to this Wendy's restaurant being burned down, which I believe that is a black-owned Wendy's. That Wendy's has just been renovated not too long ago, completely tore down and built a practically brand new store there. I've been inside that Wendy's on many occasions since it's been renovated. I've been going to that place for years. It was right off University Avenue. They even built a new gas station right next door. The area is improving dramatically. They done burned the Wendy's down and just about destroyed the gas station. They broke out all the windows and stuff. That community down there has been going through, that community down off University and Prior Street been going through so much shit down there. They don't even have a grocery store in the area. They for years promised these people they would build them a Kroger or some type of grocery store down there. The community down there, Lakewood, Prior, I forget the other neighborhood across the highway there, People's Town. Is that People's Town? I can't think of those neighborhoods exactly, but those areas have been going through a lot of turmoil over the years since I've been here in Atlanta. There's a massive housing project right there we did over here on Prior Street. Amazingly, there are homes that cost between $200,000 and $300,000 right walking distance to that Wendy's. I've looked at them. They were up to $400,000 and $500,000 at one point. So the area still has a long way to go. I don't like what these police officers did. This man was in his car on private property. He fell asleep behind the wheel. No one's life was in danger. Obviously, the car was in park. Why didn't they just take the man home? I've seen plenty of suspects who were driving get pulled over for DUIs, and they just took them home. Oh, but they were all white folks. So they decided this man was literally walking distance from that Wendy's. He wasn't harming anyone. This is why we have to hire police officers who can think properly. Community police officers who work in community, who know their community. It's a Friday night. This man did not need to go to jail to be in jail all weekend. He had a job, a family. He made a mistake. Let's not penalize him. They could have impounded the car if they wanted to, or they could have made him park the car, and they could have even took the man home. They do it for white folks all the goddamn time. This is why I'm 100,000% for defunding the police and replacing them with something different. Because these officers, they don't make wise decisions. They made a dumb decision to arrest him. But no, I'm saying this man was I'm not saying that at all he was correct for fighting with these officers. But this could have been just de-escalated from the very beginning by simply saying, man, what's going on here? Where do you live at? Park this car, let's take you home. No more driving tonight. That's it. That's what the community police are. Now, let's just say that he hadn't committed a criminal crime that had harmed anyone at this point. That's a different story if this man had been in a wreck. hurt people or harm people, kill people. That's a different story. This was a car parked at the Wendy's drive-thru on private property. Heck, the manager of Wendy's just walked out there, knocked on the window and said, man, what's going on? That's what I would have done. That's what I would have done. I bet you my life, had this been a white man in that car, he would have went home. He would have been given the opportunity to go home and get it together. Should those two white officers maybe have been down there off Pryor Road and University, even policing down there? Possibly not. Maybe they don't even know their community. Maybe they don't know these. I mean, people are not understanding why they're requesting that these police officers, these police departments be abolished and defunded and dismantled. Because they're hiring people who really don't, who aren't even from their own community. I wonder, do these officers even live in that community down there? Probably not. Doesn't make sense. See, if you're not invested in the community and you don't live in the community, you don't give a damn about the community. And a lot of these police officers don't live in these communities. They're not your, some places where they live, they're not your neighbor. They live way in other counties. Police officers should not be able to live in different cities and different counties and work for the city of Atlanta Police. They need to live in that community so they can know these people and feel a part of the community. This man was married, had 3 or 4 children. I think 3 children. I know he had 4 children, I believe. But now he's dead over really significantly nothing. Regardless of what we think about the physical confrontation, y'all didn't have a lot of white folks that have had physical confrontations with police officers, and they are still alive today, who have did far worse than what this man did. He even stole police cars and all kinds of stuff. Google these stories. You can see them on YouTube. They fight the police officers, grab the gun, all kinds of stuff. Even had deadly weapons, but they still alive today. That's all I'm saying. It's just something's not right here. Those officers don't. A lot of these officers really don't care about the communities that they work in or care about the people that they deal with. There was just simply no need for this man to go to jail. No, there was no car accident. No one was injured. No one was hurt. It was a Friday night. They had a 45-minute conversation with the man outside that Wendy's restaurant. By that time, they could have dropped that man off at home, impounded that vehicle, or parked that vehicle, and went on to the next, more serious situation. Doesn't that make more sense? Something's wrong here. Maybe that's why the chief of police stepped down, because she's been there in that position since 2016. Maybe her officers have not been properly trained. Maybe she's not getting the message across. Maybe she's just not an effective leader. I liked her, but maybe she just wasn't the right person for that position, or maybe it was just time. Her time was up. I don't know. I know a lot of people are going to, the whole Wendy's burning down in that area and destroying those retail, the gas station, that brand new gas station, they needed that stuff down there. Trust me, y'all, ain't much to choose from there. It is JJ's Fish Shack that I go there frequently. But the funny part is, I've looked at homes off University and Pryor and Lakewood. I like the area, but I've always ruled it out because there's no grocery store down there. You'd have to go all the way back to Grant Park or into Midtown to find a decent grocery store, or into East Point. There's nothing around there for miles. I like to go to the grocery store and come back home. Not a 30-minute drive. 15 minutes there and 15 minutes back. It's too far. That area has been suffering, but it is changing. It's changing, but this might push that area into a different direction. We're already going into a horrible recession, trash depression. That area over there ain't the best. There's nothing over there. When I tell you ain't nothing over there but JJ's Fish Shack and that little Wendy's and a liquor store and some gas stations, there's a Y up the street from there. A bunch of churches over there. That area rough. It's rough. I know a lot of people who live and own homes over there, and they've been over there for years, and they still ain't got a grocery store. I find that for me, I just can't tolerate living someplace where there is no place I can go buy a carton of eggs and bring my ass back home. Now the Wendy's is gone and it might not be rebuilt. Now Wendy's was a nice feature over there. I mean, it's a fast food place, but they needed something like that. Trust me, y'all, it's really nothing over there. There's another barbecue place up the other way on University, but it's never really open. Right next to JJ's, there's a wing shop right there. It's rough over there. It's rough. The situation does not help. Those officers made a poor judgment call that night. And we need officers who happen to understand their community and make arrests that make sense. Arresting him and taking him to jail on a Friday night just because he was sitting in his car, maybe he was drunk, maybe he wasn't, I don't know. But what's the point? What are you proving? Why? Take him home. Get to know the man. You don't know what's going on in his life. That's all I'm saying. I mean, if you're going to have these officers in these communities, they need to know the community that they work in, the people who live there. This man lived walking distance to that Wendy's. He could have walked home. Like I said, they give white people that opportunity, but they ain't giving us black folks that opportunity, and that's what concerns me about this. The constant need to arrest, detain, handcuff, bail, bond, attack. What is the purpose of all this? This is racism. Whether they will admit it or not, is what it is. And y'all, I have seen plenty. I lived in Buckhead. I would see plenty of white folks get pulled over for being drunk, and they would literally drop them off at home. I would watch the situation and see what happened. I would see them they took the people home. They lived in my neighborhood. I'd be like, they dropped them off. In many instances, they didn't even impound their car. I had somebody else come pick up the car. So, listen. They do that up in white neighborhoods, but they ain't gonna do that off University Prior. Come on, y'all. Something's not right here. So, anyway, that's just my thoughts on this. I know a lot of y'all probably not going to understand it because if you don't know these areas and you're not in the community, you wouldn't understand what's going on in these communities. I do. So, but if the officers are going to work in these communities and police these communities, they have to live or at least know their community and make wiser decisions. This didn't have to happen. But it was just big ass ant. What the hell? That's coming out of here from. I'm sitting outside. It's a beautiful day. I didn't even say today is day. It's Sunday, June 14th, the year 2020. And over the past 24 hours watching this stuff and watching it last night and talking to people about it, it's sad. It's really sad because you have a man who lost his life. Should he have had a confrontation with those officers? No, he shouldn't have. And I'm not going to, I really wish this man had just went to jail because he'd be out right now and alive. And Atlanta's DUI charges, they drop that mess all the damn time. I would have preferred he just went to jail. Since the officers was not going to give him any leeway. He at least would have been out by now. Let's see. So, back at home. Instead, they're planning this funeral. Bad decisions all around. Bad decisions. Just bad decisions. But anyway, today it is Sunday, June 14th, the year 2020. I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of the day. I'll be back to talk about the surge in coronavirus cases out in Texas as they head into their resurgence out there. Ants are all over that place biting my ass. Anyway, I'm out of here, and I will speak to you all later.